A Sudanese model is raising awareness of what it's like to be someone who has dark skin and doesn't have the access to makeup artists who know how to make her up. Now, this is Nicole Paul, and she talks about this quite a bit on her own Instagram page. I'll give you an example of some of the criticism she's put out there. She says, "Why do I have to bring my own makeup to a professional show when all the other white girls don't have to do anything but show up? Don't try and make me feel bad because I'm blue-black. It's 2015. She continues to say, "Just because you book a few of us doesn't mean you have the right to make us look ratchet." So this was an issue that I was completely unaware of, because when it comes to makeup artists, you assume that they've gone to school, they're certified, they know what they're getting themselves into, and they need to be prepared for all different skin tones and people from all different backgrounds. But apparently that's not the reality. She has to do her own makeup when she goes on these shoots. Keep in mind that she's a beautiful supermodel who's booking lots of jobs. Let's take a look at some of her pictures. I mean,
she's beautiful.
She is beautiful, but here's the reality. I don't see a lot of models that look like her.
Oh, you don't? Yeah. And I can tell you from firsthand experience of both modeling and on television that as a male, this happens to me. Anytime
I was wondering about that.
Anytime I do shoots, I bring my own foundation and powder because unless I know ahead of time that the makeup artist is going to be African American or Latino or Asian sometimes, most, and this is not all, most white makeup artists do not know how to make up. I go on camera and I'm gray or I'm green, and it's just the texturing, and they're using the same thing that they would use on someone with fairer skin on me. And you always have to stop and say, no, 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 that's not my color, or whatever the case may be. And a lot of them don't care. It's the same thing sometimes when I go on TV shows and they don't know how to light African Americans.
Oh, that's terrible.
But I think what the real issue is that the people who are hiring these makeup artists are not at a place yet where they're saying, listen, diversity is important to us, and you need to make sure that you're able to take care of everyone.
So I don't think that there's necessarily malice behind what's going on.
No.
I just think that there isn't any real consideration.
That's it.
I don't think that people really think about it prior to the issue occurring.
Yeah.
I don't think that there is this prevalence of makeup artists who are like, oh, we don't care about dark-skinned people, and so we're not going to be prepared for them. I just don't think that, A, they're used to working with a lot of people with darker skin, and B, they just don't expect it and they're unprepared as a result.
I 100% agree with you. When you look at, I can tell you the shoots that I've been on, like I have a Dockers ad right now that's out, and it's 4 white guys, and then I'm the black friend that's with them, and we're having a good time. And so when the makeup artist came, she came prepared as a white woman to do 4 white men. Oh. And so that's what she's been doing on every shoot that she's been on. When you look at the industry, most of the models and the television personalities or actors are white. And that's unfortunate, because we do see that shows that have, or campaigns that have people of color in them, do extremely well in comparison to those that just have all white cast members.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
Because it appeals to a wider audience when you have diversity.
Yeah, but again, that's why I said I don't think it's the intent of the makeup artist doing things shady. I think it's whoever's above them should say, hey, just be prepared. Just be prepared, and encourage that. So once you start encouraging that, you're setting a precedent that's going to say, hey, we can have anybody in here tomorrow.
Exactly. It's crazy, because as someone who is fair-skinned, I'm white, I never feel comfortable telling a makeup artist that I don't like something that they've done. And I can only imagine how difficult it is when a makeup artist is unprepared for someone who has darker skin, and then you have to speak up and let them know, hey, you're actually making me look worse.
And then you become difficult.
And you become, exactly.
Which is the sucky part.
It's a very, and look, as someone who is on television, I know it sounds vain, but you have to look your best. Honestly, your livelihood relies on it in some cases.
Completely. And if you don't look your best, we live in a day and age where within 5 minutes, everyone will tell you on Twitter and social media that you look a mess. And so it's very important that you take pride in how you look if you're going to be in the public eye.